The Durham region in the eastern Greater Toronto area is home to almost 700,000 residents and is expected to grow to over 1.2 million by the year 2041. Despite this growth and future prosperity in emerging sectors such as energy, health sciences, and advanced manufacturing, the region has seen the end of long-standing industries, including Oshawa, Ontario's Motor City, which has left many in our community struggling to make ends meet and feeling left behind. In the heart of the region, downtown Oshawa, this has driven the unemployment rate to double the national average, and 45% of young children there now live below the poverty line. Keeping in step with our local community, Enactus Durham College is growing and has developed projects to answer the call for help for those who need it most in the Durham region. As Enactus Durham College grows, so do the impacts by our students, and we are making a difference in the region. This year alone, we sparked an entrepreneurial spirit in the young girls at risk, coordinated the efforts of corporate partners to return tax benefits to low-income residents, empowered young people to deliver mental wellness training in our community, and created a large community to help our environment by protecting bees. Today, we are excited to share the highlights of our high-impact projects. First, Girls Empowered.
As a teenage girl, I might ask, do I have what it takes to be successful? Will I be good enough to find a career? Who can I talk to? Where do I start? In these uncertain times especially challenging for younger generations, uncertainty, fear, and anxiety abound. How can we inspire young people to believe that their future is bright, that they can follow their passions, and that their financial prosperity can coexist with their own happiness? The excitement of a new side hustle can offer a glimmer of light in what might seem like a cloudy future. But for some, the prospect of entrepreneurship may seem unattainable, especially growing up in a household living paycheck to paycheck, where the risk of being your own boss is not one worth taking. My name is Alexandra Gillis. We are Enactus Durham College, and this is Girls Empowered. Our project is working to break down financial and gender barriers that prevent young girls from disadvantaged socioeconomic backgrounds from taking control of their financial futures. Our entrepreneurial mentorship program includes both personal and professional development to inspire girls to do anything they want, and then shows them how. An extensive needs assessment over a 2-year period uncovered the following, which highlight the challenges facing young women in 2020. Gender-specific obstacles are greater than ever. A study at Dalhousie University showed that the challenges a 14-year-old girl faced 20 years ago are the challenges a 9-year-old girl faces today. By the 6th grade, only 36% of girls reported feeling confident. And by the 10th grade, this number drops to just 14%. Furthermore, over 50% of Canada's population is female, yet just 15% of small businesses are owned by women. Building on our experience working with disadvantaged girls in the local area helped to conceive Girls Empower. Completing our 2nd year, Girls Empower mentors girls to learn fundamentals of entrepreneurship through positive bi-weekly social interactions with a community of peers, Durham College students, and faculty role models. Girls Empower is committed to measuring impacts related to 1. Transforming young women in vulnerable circumstances into the entrepreneurs of tomorrow. 2. Instilling confidence and positive decision-making skills while reducing anxiety, depression, and aggressive behavior. And 3. Improving academic performance. From our beginnings as a traditional mentorship program, the Girls Empower project has grown and evolved, now with 3 foundational elements. First, our mentorship and bi-weekly workshop sessions. Second, the formation of a new company and brand run by our members. And third, the Girls Empower She Owns It conference, spearheaded by our girls. First, our mentorship program. The girls participate in a series of interactive workshops which include ideation, product development and marketing, confidence building through sales, networking, pride of ownership and self-esteem, and empathy, mindfulness, and gratitude.
Yeah, I think that's so important because they're so young and they're actually cushions ready to absorb everything. And I believe that at that age, it's the right time to let them know that they can be whatever they want to be.
Second, our new company. Early success led to the girls starting a new business, Shiro, a brand of delicious blueberry jams. The girls drove every step of the product development phase, including ideation, recipe creation, branding, website design, and direct sales to the public at several artisan markets. The first 100 jars were sold out in a matter of weeks, with enthusiastic demand for more in our local community. In November, we added a second food product, a jarred apple pie filling, which has been met with rave reviews and is selling fast. Our business success has resulted in an increase in confidence, teamwork, and creativity in our group. Our girls have used the following brand visions during a workshop. Girls have a voice. Girls can inspire others. Girls can do anything. And third, our conference. The success of Shiro has inspired the girls to develop a one-day conference for other young entrepreneurs, aptly named She Owns It, which was slated to run in April 2020. She Owns It will host grade 7 and 8 girls from a disadvantaged school just minutes away from Durham College. This event will multiply the confidence, self-esteem, and empowerment of our girls to 45 of their peers and ignite the spark of their inner entrepreneurs. It will include a series of inspirational speakers and participation in creative hands-on workshops. Most importantly, this event will be for our members, by our members, leading and inspiring their peers on this day. This past year, through our 3 foundational program elements, Girls Empower has achieved the following: over 250 units sold with a profit of over $800, 8 young girls transformed into entrepreneurs and empowered to transform their peers, and a 95% retention rate in our program. Girls Empower seeks not only to brighten our members' futures through entrepreneurship, but also give them the confidence to move forward boldly in every aspect of their lives. We are on a mission to give the young girls in our community the conviction to empower, create, and unite with the goal of building a brighter future together.
From impacts on our community of youth, how do we next focus on helping those who need it most? Our response? Money makes sense.
Living below the poverty line can be a dark reality. For Durham Region's nearly 700,000 residents, this is the case for almost 60,000 of them. In Ontario, 41 federal and provincial income benefit programs help low-income earners gain a brighter future simply by filing a tax return. So, with many in our local community living in poverty and unsure about making ends meet month to month, why do available tax benefits and credits go unclaimed? The reality is that for many of these hardworking, lower-income residents, filing taxes is not a priority. The prospect of completing an income tax return conjures up many doubts and fears of being left in the dark. Do I owe the government money? Will I be in trouble for putting it off so long? My name is Tyler Simpson. We are Enactus Durham College, and this is Project Money Makes Sense. In 2018, it was estimated that over $200 million of tax benefits failed to reach low-income residents in the Durham region. An estimated $70 million from the Canada Learning Bond alone lay unclaimed. At Enactus DC, we recognize the tremendous need to get these dollars into the hands of those who need them most. Our mission? Tip the financial scales in their favor through our 3 pillars. 1. Tax return support. 2. Scaling through technology. 3. Financial literacy education. First, tax return support. In 2018, we registered to become a volunteer income tax clinic. Last year, our initial clinics helped to reclaim over $240,000 for low-income residents alone. By coordinating and scaling these efforts throughout the year across the Durham region, we were instrumental in helping to increase returns from $5.8 million in 2017 to $12.8 million in 2018. In conjunction with community partners, including mental health organizations, we went to the doorstep of low-income residents in Durham. In doing so, we also increased awareness and accessibility of these services. These efforts culminated in our biggest initiative to date. We developed our first ever super clinic at the Oshawa Public Library. In a much larger venue, heavily promoted across the region, we provided free income tax returns, access to a Service Canada representative, a Canada Learning Bond sign-up, and an in-person advice from a not-for-profit credit counselor. Second, scale. In partnership with ForPay, a financial startup social enterprise, the Money Makes Sense team created our online hub, durhamtaxhelp.ca, which coordinates over 20 tax clinics operating in the Durham region. In partnership with the region, our site provides the following. 1. General tax filing and financial literacy information. 2. Embedded links to the CRA's Volunteer Tax Clinic program, which coordinates volunteers across 20 locations. And 3. A repository of volunteers for the various partners, offering tax services across the region. Our goal? Scale Money Makes Sense to more residents, more partners, more regions, and achieve impact 24/7, 365 days a year. And third, financial education. Last year you asked us, what happens when money is put back into the pockets of our residents? Our answer? Financial education. Our goal is to ensure that every dollar in newly discovered incentives and returns goes towards financial empowerment. To start, Durham Tax Help offers online financial education links and resources focused on saving and budgeting. And secondly, our tax clinics also offer unbiased financial education for all tax clinic participants. Since its inception, Money Makes Sense has reached the following major milestones. Our instrumental involvement in increasing returns by $7 million, launching Durham Tax Help, enabling the recruitment of volunteers and coordination of more than 20 partners across the region, and recently, the successful submission of an SSHRC research grant proposal for $360,000 over 3 years. Based on the scale of our efforts to date and the size of our current volunteer network, we are conservatively estimating our program will put $20 million of accumulated benefits back into the pockets of Durham Region's lower income residents for the 2019 tax season. Here is how our project has influenced our community.
I think the Money Makes Sense program offers the community in Durham Region a whole new source for tax filing volunteers and a whole new approach to filing for community.
Money Makes Sense is turning the financial tides for those who need it in the Durham region. Through good project design, innovative tax return support, our highly scalable online hub, and a strong network of partners, we are making valuable services easily accessible. What's next? Money Makes Sense is now a proven template that could be implemented in any region of Ontario and beyond. If there are any Enactus teams listening, we are open for business.
Enactus DC's impacts were felt far and wide across our region this year, but we weren't satisfied to stop there. This year we embarked on our first international project, Project Grow. During the February winter break, our Project Grow team leaders visited rural community schools in South Africa's Midrand region. With a Durham College alumna as our host and project sponsor, we completed a formal needs assessment for a new food literacy and educational-based garden project. Working with our Canadian social enterprise partner, Rainbow Plate, to design an experiential learning curriculum, our team will work with teachers at disadvantaged schools to build gardens and teach young children about healthy eating using freshly grown fruits and vegetables. We will have more to come when we return later in 2020 to implement the program. At Enactus DC, we have had a very impactful year. Our 46 Enactus members have contributed over 10,000 hours to help turn ideas into social enterprises. This year, our efforts resulted in a cohort of young girls empowered to transform their peers into entrepreneurs, the launch of a regional tax hub scaling to 20 partners across our community, and instrumental efforts to help Durham Region achieve $20 million of benefits back to lower income residents. We are Enactus Durham College. We are more than just students. We are a movement.